She dances on the moon, her spirit lifts up with the tune, spreading kindness around the room. She's Katie Moonchild.
Hi! Welcome, everybody. Good to see you all. Good to see you. Moved over here to comments so I can see what you're saying. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I got my angel wings back here again. We'll see if we get wings growing out of my head, hey? Good to see everybody. Let the notifications go out, and then we can get started. Hi, Jenny, sweetheart. Oh, you got your coffee and fruit breakfast bar. That's good. Fruit breakfast. That's my favorite thing for breakfast. Actually, I was thinking about having some strawberries this morning. I haven't had breakfast yet, and I've been up for hours. But I've been running around doing all kinds of silly things. I got creative juices flowing like you wouldn't believe. I see, I want to try this technique, and these are all stuff that in resin that nobody else, I haven't seen anybody else put in resin or use as a technique. And it may be because it's a complete flop, but I'm going to give it a try and take you all with me. And we can all flop together. What do you say? We'll either have something really pretty together or really awesome together, or we're going to flop together. Here, I'll give you a little hint. You'll never guess what this stuff is unless you're from this area. Now, that's a natural product. That's a natural thing. I just went out and got it out of my backyard. Here in Tucson, that's a prickly pear skeleton. That's what's inside the pad on one of those really big, tall prickly pears that, get as tall as your house. I have a couple of those in my yard. And they drop their pads on the ground, and all the goo and the stuff, the wet part and the stickers all rot away, and this is what is left when it's dried. And you'll notice I have it cut kind of in a coaster shape. And I just thought that would be kind of fun to do some embellishing with. Kind of different, Not everybody has access to something like that. So I know they haven't put that in resin yet. So, but we're not here to talk about resin, although it is pretty stuff. We're here for some inspiration and to talk some taco. Oh, excuse my bruise. This is what happens when you bounce off the key to your dining room hutch. It sticks out kind of far, and I walked a little bit too close, and it grabbed me. So, that's how life goes sometimes. Hey, I could say it was something really exciting like gardening, but no, it was my hutch. Okay. I hope everybody is happy and healthy and ready to start this morning. I already pulled, as usual, I kind of do that, the 100 mindful prompts for self-care and stress relief. And I really liked the one I got, so I think you all will too. It's from the mindfulness category. These cards come in several categories. It says, think lightly of yourself and deeply of the world. Japanese name, Miyamoto Musashi. Let go of the self. Every time I comes up today, take a step back and label it as another thought. Give it a different category. Most of the powers that you have, like thinking deeply about the world, you want to change the world, think deeply about how you want the world to be. Because your thoughts are way more powerful than this trapdoor. I mean, when you're an energy being, that's how you communicate. Here in this physical world, this flesh world, we need our voice box and our tongue to do it, and some kind of linguistics. But your higher self doesn't need that. So when you get messages from your higher self, sometimes they will not always be words that you hear. It may be something that you see, something that you've been needing to see that is maybe shown to you in a harsh way. If I have time, can you please pull a card? I have a week and 3 days to go. I learned something. I'm going to leave this assignment better than I found it. Oh, sweetheart, I love you. Of course. Of course, we'll pull cards at the end of this. I actually have a bunch of decks out here to pull cards from today. That's my true focus, is cards. So, yes, a week and 3 days. Man, you're on the countdown, huh? That went fast. And I'm glad you're going to leave it better than you found it. It's because you care, my dear. Your heart's huge, and I thank you. Thank you for being you, Jenny, so very much. Thank you. And thank you for coming here and joining us every week, being such a constant person of support. You don't know how much I appreciate your patronage and your just energy. Thank you. Thank you. Fatima, hello, my dear. Blessings to you too. Good to see you. I held up that piece of cactus skeleton and it shed everywhere. Something tells me I need to take it outside and get the dusty parts off of it. Where'd I put it, as a matter of fact? Try to always put it somewhere safe. Oh, it just slid because it's so delicate. That thing made a lot of mess. Anyway, I have plans for that include gemstones also from the area. Now, anyway, you guys, I kind of wanted to, I don't know, I was listening to a Native American called Johnny Whitehorse. Sorry, I know him by another name, so I have to look it up. I first heard of him as Robert Marable. He is a Pueblo Native American, and he, since all the tribes got together at Standing Rock, he has since changed his name to Johnny Whitehorse because of the Lakota influence. Anyway, I was listening to one of his songs called Ancestral Kundalini, and I kind of wanted to leave you with something to think about today. So this is what we're going to end up with, is the part of the lyrics to the song I was listening to, because they're profound. It'll give you something to chew on, I promise. I promise. But in the meantime, let's see what our stone is. Let's do this energy. What is the stone for this week for us, or at least for today? I had the pleasure, along with Dolly, who can't be here today, she had physical therapy, along with Dolly and a few others, including Juno. You guys know Juno. We took a shaman class from Danny Shea this last week. That was fantastic. If you guys ever get the opportunity to take a class with him, I highly recommend it. Just being in his energy and just following along and doing what he says, it's wonderful. Spirit really definitely does talk through that man. It's because he's so kind. He doesn't have a lot of agenda in the way, you know. Anyway, I highly recommend that. I learned a lot about myself. I learned about what I'm doing here right now today. And it's all about the earth. So I'm being an oracle of the earth to you all. So, our card for today is amazing. A different kind of love. Rose quartz. I'll need to show you an example of that. You guys all know what that looks like. Considering I don't think I have a piece here. I have lots of different kinds of quartz. But my rose quartz, I believe, is on my altar in the other room. Anyway, let me see what the book says about this, about the rose quartz. Isn't that a cool picture? I love it. Coming up on Leo. A different kind of love. It's a Mohs hardness scale of 7. Love, rose quartz teaches, is the ability to transcend yourself and merge with another. Another person or plant or stone. An animal or the sky above. The dirt beneath your feet, a volcano, the endless roll of the ocean, all are one rose quartz, are all one, sorry. Rose quartz knows you can soften your edges till you blend and blur, weaving yourself into the web of the world, healing the bits of you that life has broken. Blend and blur and then come back to selfness. You are you and you are we. Rose quartz whispers. Allow moments of rose quartz style love to infuse your awareness of your singular reality. Blend and blur and then come back to selfness. You are you and you are we. That's what rose quartz tells us. Blend and blur and then come back to selfness. You are you and you are we. You carry clear quartz in your uniform pocket. I do too. Not in my uniform pocket. I don't have a uniform pocket, but I have lots of clear quartz on this table. You know, this guy, the crack and everything. Look how cloudy that's getting. I show that to you so that I also can monitor it as I go back. Like I go back and look at my videos and lives. I don't. But when I bought this, it was crystal clear. It had no cloudiness in it whatsoever. This has what has happened to it. Let me hold my hand. So, whoop. Yeah, hide it from you with my hand. So maybe you can see how cloudy it has gotten. That's still not going to show it. It needs to be over here in the dark, I think. There you go. See that? That has all appeared in the last, just since I started this channel. And according to Jen Bushman, check out her channel. She knows a lot about stones. She says that is the energy that's flowing through the stone. It was crystal clear like ice. I mean, like the hardest part of ice, not the center. Now it looks like a regular ice cube. Yeah, yeah. This also is a type of quartz. You find it on in the desert, out on the ground. We call it desert rose here. And I noticed as I was watching Danny on Sunday, he has a big piece of that on his table too. He used to live in Arizona, so it's not a surprise. But so with this rose quartz, when you feel like you need love, carry it. Carry it, it'll bring it to you. It attracts love. It attracts love. When COVID started and we all went into the quarantine, I heard someone use that instead of lockdown or shutdown. We actually really kind of did go into quarantine. When we went into that, I asked Spirit what I could do to protect myself and my house, as well as ask Archangel Michael to shield it. And I got loud and clear, get quartz crystals and put it in rose quartz crystals and put it in every window so that only love can come in your house, in your sanctuary. And I was like, okay. So I went on Amazon and I found a pound of it. I think it's a pound, maybe. Yeah, it's just a pound of raw quartz, rose quartz. And I want you to know there was exactly enough for me to put one piece in every window in my house. I have to this day yet to have any symptoms or to test positive for COVID. And I really think it's the quartz. I don't know. Maybe it's just I take good care of myself. I'm really clean. Um, I wish you could see how many times a day I wash my hands. And if it's just in the slightest bit icky, it's not like I don't have any gloves. I mean, I'm a resin artist. I get embarrassed at the amount of glove garbage I create, rubber gloves, trying to figure out a way that's why I'm starting to work more with the that water soluble stuff. It's non-toxic. I don't have to cover my hands. Although I think I will because it's really drying. Anyway, move on. Hush. I said it was going to be about cards. This show today is for entertainment purposes only. It's not meant to give any kind of advice on finance, life, anyway, legal, any of that kind of stuff. It's not an advice channel. Yours is cloudy now, but you carry it everywhere you go. And while you travel, sure. Why not? When I travel, I always carry something. It depends on what I feel I need that day. But when you can get chakra kits on Amazon or eBay or Etsy. They're all over the place. They have the smaller chakra stones. When you feel like you're nervous or anxious or whatever, ask Spirit, what stone should I carry? Put them in your hands one at a time, and you will know the one that you need to carry. And then I put it down here. So, but that's partly because I don't usually wear an over-the-shoulder boulder holder. So, I don't have a bra to put it in. So, anyway, today I have on one for you guys. Yours, yeah. As the energy changes, which is what you want the crystal to do, that's what it's there for, is to absorb those energies. And it gets cloudy. And as it gets completely full on cloudy, it's time to get another one. This one, I've had this one and it needs to be cleaned. I've had this cluster of clear quartz for years. Gosh. Probably right around 2000, 1999, 2000. I had a cousin that used to own a flower shop, and she made a flower arrangement for my mother, and she put this in it. It was a silk flower arrangement. So as it got dusty, so did this, and I took it out and threw away the rest of it. The feather in it is a flicker, which is a kind of woodpecker. They love to live in the saguaro cactus around here. Okay. So, what is our cards? What's our theme for today? So, how is everybody? I hope your week is going well so far. Okay, R. Really awesome. Topic for today kind of goes with the rose quartz and love and thinking lightly of yourself. Our topic for today is sensitivity. And it means both being sensitive to you and sensitive to others. Mind your speak, how you speak. Watch what you ask for. Is that really what you want? Because it'll be given to you. You need to know what it is that you are trying to manifest. You have to be sensitive to what it would feel like to have it so that the universe doesn't give you what you don't want. You know what I'm saying? Because if you focus so much on what you don't want, you're sensitive to what you don't want, that negativeness, that's what you're putting out there. You manifest what you focus on. So you are really sensitive right now. We all are. It's hot for some of us. Hey, Mossel, good to see you. Our life isn't going quite the way we planned. It's okay. Your life is going. You've got a life. First of all, you're walking this earth, and that's huge. That is the biggest blessing every morning when you wake up. So it's okay to be sensitive. Very okay to be sensitive. So, how do we act? What actions do we need to take? And after this, I'm going to just pull some cards for you guys. I know there's not a lot of us in here, but that makes it nice. It's intimate. It comes and goes and grows. I see we've got some lurkers. Hi, lurkers. I love you. Say hi. It's okay if you don't. You can say hi in the comments too. You don't have to do it if you don't want to do it in the chat. That's cool. I get it. So we get 2 action cards. Because you're so sensitive, don't be afraid. Just go for it. See how that creativity color behind him looks kind of chaotic, doesn't it? Also looks like a really famous artist. Hi, Sin. Lurker saying hi. I love you, girl. Gonna use some of your gemstones in my project with the cactus skeleton. I'm excited about that. Anyway, I got another project though, also that I'm working on. It's a series for you guys. Back to the cards. The card is saying, yeah, they don't bite much. They're pretty nice people. I kind of love them a lot. I love you too. Your energy is here too, and that's what counts. So go for it. Don't be afraid. And you know what? If you've got something that's kind of nagging at you to try, like, I don't know, go like water rafting, skydiving, mountain climbing, I don't know, and it scares the holy hell out of you, train for it, plan for it, and do it because it scares you. That's the adventure of life. That gets your heart pumping. That gets your energy going. And your higher self and those around you, your guides, they protect you. You have so much around you. You just got here. You have so much around you that protects you. Oh my goodness. You have guardian angels. You have your spirit guide team. You have the elements out there. You have your spirit animals. I mean, it's an army that protects us. But yet we walk in fear and doubt. I listened to Cry On this morning. I highly recommend that you listen to it if you have ever listened to him. Lee Carroll channels Cry On. And he was saying it's possible to change human nature. Start changing how you function and how you think. And that rubs off on the next guy, and that rubs off on the next guy, and that rubs off on the next guy. Before you know it, you're creating the world that you would like to see. So that's kind of like We're a lot more than two swimming in this fishbowl. Hi, Pink Floyd. We're a lot more than two fish swimming in this fishbowl. Sometimes I feel like there's a whole bunch of us and we're all swimming in a barrel and somebody's trying to shoot us. Yes, change and mastery. You heard him this morning too. It was fantastic. It was so good. I will put the link in my community page for you all. Yeah, it was great. I love that. If you ever want to feel like what we are going through and the future, that's weird. My chat asked me if it wanted to let me put out Fatima's message. Why not? Oh, I swear YouTube's losing its mind. Anyway, there's a lot of us in this fishbowl. I think we're in a big aquarium. Don't you? You know, like the kind that has sharks and big octopus and stuff like that in it. I don't mean the kind that you have in your house. I think sometimes it feels that way. It's kind of interesting. Well, that's interesting. We're sensitive. And because of our sensitivity, don't be afraid to go for it. Because of our sensitivity, do not back off. That sensitivity is part of what the adventure is in life. And if you're hearing a voice in your head that is telling you, well, I don't know, are you sure that's safe? Should we, that doubt creeper? Ask yourself, who is that voice? Where's that voice coming from? That is a technique that is taught by Michael Singer. In the book, The Untethered Soul, fantastic book. I'm going to pull a card for you from the deck that is from that book. You want to start to learn how to communicate and recognize your higher self. And when your higher self is talking to you, you have to start asking yourself some of these questions that you ask us. Because some of the questions that you ask us as card readers, we can't give you those answers. Only you can. Only your higher self can. So it is time that you start learning how. So, Michael Singer. Mark Singer, I think, is an actor, isn't he? Anyway, what do we get? This is from the Awakening Consciousness. Now, these are very calm. They're not exciting. They all have the same back, except they have a different category once again. This is from Awakening Consciousness. Realize that the outside world and the flow of inner emotions come and go. But you, the one who experiences these things, remain continuously aware of whatever passes before you. I find these cards to be profound sometimes. They're just, yeah. Realize the outside world and the flow of inner emotions come and go. But you, the one who experiences these things, remain continuously aware of whatever passes before you. Changes you. That's kind of the whole point of being in flow, actually. I think I'm going to keep that card out to look at today. It's a good reminder card. Don't let stuff hang up with you and stay there and eat at you. Because I tell you, the next couple months is going to be full of a lot of news crap that is going to do just that. Oh, I froze. How nice. I love it when this happens. Oh, hold on. I'll be right back. I'm back and moving. And we're still here. Can you all hear me? I hate it when it does that. What's happening is my laptop is trying to mirror my phone, and they're running different versions of. Yeah, here it goes. No. Cancel. Go away. Go away. Go away. That should do it, I hope. Anyway, you can hear me now? Hey. Okay, we're back. I hate that. I need a new laptop, you guys. And funds. Hey. Anyway, I don't ask for donations. Well, I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. There's so many great ways to get new computers nowadays. It's just that the two are trying to talk to each other and they're not doing it. So it'll just all of a sudden freeze. Anyway, back to where I can't remember what I was even saying. It's so frustrating. Talk about ruin all the energy. Anyway, who wants a card? We're 30 minutes in it. Who would like a card? Would somebody like me to pull a card for them? I've got some really nice decks here to work with today. Jenny, I know you wanted one. We'll start with you. What do you want me to ask? Were you going to go what you should do next or what? What would you like me to ask the cards for you, Jenny? I'm not monetized yet. Matter of fact, if you go to my channel, there's 5 different ways you can donate. I have a link tree that has my Instagram and all that stuff. So if you go to my channel page, they're all there. It's there. My wish lists for both resin and cards. Well, not just cards, my spiritual wish list. I've got some sound healing stuff in there. Bunch of stuff. So I've been doing this a while. Thanks. And so yeah, if you go, yeah, like I say, if you go to my channel, go to the channel page. It's all there. Okay. You're going to leave your assignment better than you found it. Yes, you are. Because you were there. First off, how are your next couple weeks going to go? Well, I'm going to use for the Denise Lynn Sacred Destiny Oracle deck. I love, love, love this deck. Let's see how Jenny's next assignment's going to go. And how's the next? Actually, no, we want to know how the next couple weeks are going to go so she can leave it better than she found it. What insights is she going to be given that will make a difference? What insights will Ooh, I got goosebumps on that one. Okay. Ooh, and I got 2 cards. 2 cards. And the first card. Everybody around you is afraid of taking risks. When it comes to benefiting the patient, show them how not to be afraid of taking care of and doing what comes first for that patient. You've been working your oracle cards lately? Terrific. You know, I have to tell you, depending on your memory, oracle is much more difficult as a system or a tool to learn than tarot. Tarot is memorized. You memorize the keywords, what the cards mean, and then you look at the pictures. And me, I do both intuitive and memorization when I'm doing tarot. Oracle cards are strictly what you see and feel and hear with the card. So it's hard to teach it even. I have taken a couple classes from Colette Baron Reed and one from Denise Lynn through Hay House. And they both tell you that if you can read oracle cards, you have a special gift. So there you go. It's cool you're using your oracle cards. This is telling you don't be afraid of taking a risk. And this isn't about adventure. And this isn't about showing anybody else up. You use your tarot as a clarifier card. That's so cool because a lot of people, and tarot readers do it the opposite. I love it. I use whatever I'm told to use for a clarifier card. Get affirmation cards for a clarifier. You know? This card right here, though, yeah, don't be afraid of taking that risk. You have a vision as a person who's not involved and has the window out. You have a vision that the people who are there full time, all the time, aren't going to leave, do not have. You have a type of discernment that they can't have just because of the type of work you're doing. And as you're letting them know, maybe some new ideas to kind of switch things up a little bit, even if it's just on your ward with your patients, just in your small little area. No matter whether they take your idea on now or not, give the idea, then release it. Then release it. You had a chance to go to Tennessee as your next assignment, but I'm going to be on an assignment when the assignment starts. Are you sure you want to go to Tennessee right now? I think the southern states are going to be difficult, really difficult places in the next coming months. Give your suggestion and then let it go. Whether they take it on or not is up to them. It's up to you. And you can use your oracle cards and your tarot cards to get the suggestions. When I first started reading cards for people, I was scared to death to give people bad news. It's all in how you deliver it and how you interpret it. You don't have to stop at the what you beware of. You can do beware of because, and here is how to work around it. Because you see, as a card reader, you see more than, at least me, I'm speaking for me, I see more than the issue. I get the solution as well. Whether I always listen is the issue for me as a human. But as Cryon was teaching this morning, you can change human nature. Can. So, yeah. For the month of July. Oh, you want a card for the month of July? No problem, my dear. So, Jenny, you can see more than they can because you're not directly involved and you have your window out. They also will have that tendency to look at you as though, what do you know? You're leaving. It's okay if they have that attitude. If they have that attitude, you did what you could, let it go, move on to Tennessee or wherever you end up. Oh, that's what the cards are telling my dear Jenny. I bet you need a mind break after this last one. Maybe you get to go somewhere small. Or maybe you get a little bit of a break to just kind of catch your breath somewhere. In between assignments, maybe you can get to the next assignment a little bit early and find out a little bit more of the town you're in. It's like, why was Truth or Consequences named that? I have no idea. Don't ask me. I don't know. I always thought that was weird. There's also Las Vegas, New Mexico, too. Why Truth or Consequences? It's like, huh? Oh, you're welcome, sweetheart. You're welcome. And Fatima. For you, my love, for the month of July, I'm going to pull a card from the Shamanic Healing Oracle cards. I love this deck. Is there anybody else who would like a card? I have to go back through my list and see if I missed anybody because I haven't been marking you guys. I figured there wasn't. I'm going, there's not enough people in here where I need to worry about marking them. Sure. I take notes on everything. What are you talking about? Fatima. What does Fatima need to know for her month of July? Looking into the future, my dear. Okay. Ooh, interesting. Got the perception card. And as you look at this card, yeah, we live in a world of duality. That's the yin yang. But above us in the higher world, wow, I see the three worlds. Sorry, shamanic journey with Danny coming through. Higher world. See all the leaves and the beautiful artwork above the yin and yang. That's the upper world. That's all of the angels and spirit guides and ancestors that are there for you. The yin yang is the middle world. That's us. It's choices, constant choices. Do I this? Do I that? Do I this? Have I done this? Would you rather? Or would you rather not? And then down below there, you have the lower world. It's the world of the plants and the animals and the natural world that we walk on. That's Gaia's world. Oh, yeah, it was Hot Springs, New Mexico until the 1940s. Oh, that's cool. Thank you, Jenny, for telling us. Jenny is telling us how it became Truth or Consequences, New Mexico. And I can remember my mom and dad talking about it being Hot Springs, New Mexico. And it's famous for its hot springs mud. Oh, great places to sit in bathtubs full of the stuff. Um, yeah, and that's interesting. And it was only supposed to be the one day, but Truth or Consequences stuck. I love it. It's so. New Mexico is a really interesting state. It's got a little bit, it's like Arizona. It's got a little bit of every kind of climate except the ocean. Arizona is blessed. Well, I don't know if that's a blessing or not, but we do border Lake Mead. So that's kind of like an ocean when the water's high. But otherwise, we got to drive to Mexico to go to the border or to California. So we got to go to San Diego, which is about 6, 8 hours drive from here. Or we could go to Rocky Point, Mexico, which is about 3.5, 4 hours, as long as you don't run into any issues along the way crossing the border on the other side. Not on this side of the border, over there. You're white and you're headed to a resort area. They like your money. So there's banditos that can rob you on that highway. And the odd thing is, sometimes they're cops. And it's always been that way. That's nothing new. Elephant Butte State Park. There you go. That's true. That's a lot like Lake Mead. Oh my goodness. Yeah, there's hardly any trees. It's very much, and it's a reservoir, just like Lake Mead. I forgot about Elephant Butte. Yeah. Hey, you want to talk a place of crystalline energy? Carlsbad Caverns is in New Mexico. This wonderful stuff that we all have, charging plates and all kinds of stuff made out of selenite. You know what the other word for that is? Gypsum. White Sands, New Mexico. Dunes, sand dunes. They're not really sand, they're dunes of gypsum, like they make drywall out of. Yes, selenite is gypsum. New Mexico is a fascinating place. It's a beautiful place. Yeah, bring your SPF 100. Especially if you go to White Sands, you want to talk. It is exactly like being in the snow. It is that white. It's beautiful. Just beautiful. Fatima, back to your card. What I'm getting from this for you, hon, is you're going to need to kind of, I know you're going through some difficult times right now. And for you to be strong, you're going to need to be able to communicate and go between all three of the worlds. And I don't see you having any problems with that because you're such an open, heart open, loving person. Understand that everything that happens right now is all a matter of how you perceive it. This is for all of us. Is it really something bad? Is it really adversity? Or is it really just the end of a cycle so the newness can come in? And it's really hard to let go of something that we have been so attached to. Or we're afraid of that thing that's coming in that's new because it's new. We don't know what it is. So when you're feeling those anxieties, those feelings, feel them, sit with them, identify them, and know you have multitudes to help you. You have the animals in the lower world. You have us in the middle world. You have each other in the middle world and our higher self and all our spirit team and angels and the Akash, all that is in the upper world. And I know you know all this. So call upon it, my sweet, beautiful lady. I believe you're going to be needing it. But I believe it's also going to be okay. It's like my mom used to tell me. You have to pass the crisis before the healing comes. And that used to be the way people thought before there was antibiotics. If you got pneumonia, you had to get that really high fever that either was going to kill you, cause you to go into rheumatic fever, or get rid of your strep throat or pneumonia or whatever. It either killed you or it made you stronger. That's where that term also comes from. Most of those old terms like that have a truth that goes with it. It's not just folklore, and even folklore has an element of truth underneath. Yeah, thank God for all that help. Well, that's why it's created. It's there for us. And when we aren't physically here, we are that help for those who are walking the learning path here. We are the ancestors. Now, there's something to think about. You're learning everything you can here so that when you're not here and you're on the other side, you can help those here better because you've been here. You've walked in their shoes. I know you have a lot of faith and love to give, and that's why we all love you so much. And we do. I'm going to do a Happier Me card, and then I want to read you the lyrics to that ancestral Kundalini. 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 Happier Me card for a little affirmation for us to go on as we go out now. Yes. Oh, I love this card. I deserve all the good that comes my way. And those koi fish, look at them. They're cool. They don't look like they're swimming in a fishbowl like my other card. Here's the other. Interesting. 2 cards with 2 fish. Are we really in a fishbowl? Is that our matrix? For more empowerment, add this affirmation. I now release all negative beliefs about myself. Yeah. I now release all negative beliefs about myself and say that with full conviction. Man, it brings tears to my eyes. Yeah, you're a Pisces. That's so cool. I love fish. I'm a water girl. I'm an Aquarius. I carry that water around. Anyway, wow. I love that. I now release all negative beliefs about myself. Tell your ego to shut the hell up every time it tells you you're not worthy or you're not good enough, because it's lying to you. Tell it to shut the hell up enough about that. It will. I promise. It will. Okay. Now, you guys close your eyes for a minute. Breathe as we get ready to go out on this. And then we'll come back. This won't take long, but it's just a little short kind of meditation, grounding a little. I want you to breathe, close your eyes, breathe deep, and let it out. One more time. Feel your shoulders and your neck relax. Do you feel that energy sitting and spinning at the base of your spine? And that is your Kundalini. In manifesting and talking to your ancestors, if you want to become whole, let yourself be partial. If you want to become straight, let yourself be crooked. If you want to become full, let yourself be empty. If you want to be reborn, let yourself die. And if you want to be given everything, you must give everything up. Give everything up. Let you think about that a minute as you come back. Hey, Renee! Oh my goodness, good to see you, beautiful sister. Wow! We manifested something there. Hi. I'm going to give you the nighttime mindfulness card, the back side of the card we started with. You experience the past as a thought in the present. You experience the future as a thought in the present. Joseph Goldstein, I need to add one thing to that. In this fact that you experience the past as a thought in the present and the future the same as a thought in the present is the very essence of living in 3D. You're experiencing the past, the present, and the future all at the same time. What do you notice in the here and now? Are you living in the present? As that little lyrics that I said a while ago, if you want to be given everything, you must give everything up. In other words, if you want to manifest a better world, you've got to be ready to give this one up. Are you? It's kind of a scary thought, huh? All those things that we're so familiar with. Are you ready for all of that to change? Are you thinking about that so much that you're forgetting about what is happening now that you need to be thankful for and love and enjoy? Big thought there. Real big thought. Realize the outside world And realize the outside world and the flow of inner emotions come and go. But you, the one who experiences these things, remain continuously aware of whatever passes before you until you make the desired choice to let it go or to go for it. Scaring the crap out of you, but you're being really pushed that way. Go for it. Because it scares the hell out of you. It's a big thing. It's going to make or break your life. What if that's the thing that brings in that everything you just gave up? That everything you want. And what you have now is what's holding you back. So you're being asked to give that up. Think about that. Now, Miss Renee. Everybody. It's wonderful to have her here. For any of you who know Renee and have wondered what happened to her and the Tarot Love community, she has been for the last over a year, almost 2, blind with cataracts. She finally had 1 cataract surgery and is now, looks like you're getting ready for the second one on the 19th of July. Yes! Awesome! And then we'll have our Renee back. Yeah. The government kind of messed us both up. That's another reason why my live streams die once in a while is the Affordable Connectivity Program. There was making it possible for the poor to be on the internet. Went bye-bye because the House and those guys didn't fund it. Sorry. So now I have some limitations, but it's okay because it's temporary. And you know what limitations are about? You either bust them open or you learn to work with them or work around them. Yeah, me too. And I do happen to know, this is bringing politics into my show, but Elizabeth Warren is checking into a lot of this internet cable company stuff. Did you guys know that, I think it was 2000, anyway, almost 10 years ago, over 10 years ago, they did away with Wi-Fi being scrambled on cable company. You're supposed to, they're not supposed to be in scrambling the Wi-Fi where if you have the right device, you can't connect to it. But they still are scrambling it. Okay, well, you call me, girl. You know what I'm doing this afternoon? I'm experimenting in art. I am going a little bit over, but that's okay. This is what our next project is, you guys. I'm going to do a tutorial on how to make that hand and rose stand. Get the crystal ball. The hand and rose stand. Now I want you to know, first of all, this is a candle mold. I'm going to make that look like porcelain when we're done, and it will be in full color. Given a tutorial, that's why I say I gotta get started with it today. I got step 1 ready to go. Cover the whole thing with titanium white acrylic paint and let it dry. I don't think I need to record that, do you? Anyway, crystal ball. This is just an experimental crystal ball, so I didn't have the kind of resin where I can pour something this deep, so I had to do it in 2 pours. That's why we have a line. Then I made this one, and it took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pours. So that's why it's all different layers, but it's kind of fun. It's different because it's cloudy in parts, and it's for me. It's an experiment. Now I have the resin where I can pour this all in one time, and it comes out crystal clear, no bubbles, so I don't have to hide it with the little iridescent flakes. So we're just improving as we move along. I hope you guys are going to have a wonderful, wonderful day. And Renee, it makes my day to see you here. You have no idea how happy I am to see you here. This group of people, my subscribers that come to my lives, we're a small group, so we have a lot of fun. We're an intimate group, and I love you guys. Oh my goodness. I keep looking up the number of people watching come and go and come and go. Anyway, remember you guys, if you want to have everything, be ready to give it all up. I love you too, sweet friend. My sweet friend sister, if you want everything in this world, you want your wildest dreams, be ready to give up what you have. So you got room for your wildest dreams. You can't have both. Why would you want both? If you could have your wildest dreams, why would you want what you got now? Sorry. I would love to have what I want, what I have now, because I have everything I need. What more do I want? Really, seriously. I have enough extra that I can play around in the resin and stuff and do this YouTube thing. And I can talk to you beautiful people. You guys make kindness a habit. Hold doors open for people. Feel like a stuck record. Do nice things for people. Surprise the guy behind you and, in line and buy their coffee. Buy their sandwich at lunch. Great way to meet people. And if they don't appreciate it, oh well. You know you did what your heart said to do. How they took it, it's up to them. Like I was telling you earlier, I was terrified of telling people bad news when I first learned how to do cards. And then a dear, dear friend told me, that's not your concern what they do with the information. You're the purveyor of the information, and that is it. The information stops at you. What they do with that is up to them. So I purveyed a card, multitude of information to y'all today. I love you guys. Take with it what you will. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your week. I'll see you on Saturday Solutions on Saturday, and any other resin stuff I do in between. We'll see what I can get done. I did have one project I started, but it's been 2 days and it's still really sticky, so it's not going to set up. So I got to get it out of the mold somehow and throw it away. And that's going to be a fun mess. Need a shovel. I need a shovel or a spatula. I have lots of spatulas. Popsicle sticks, stir sticks. We collect those. I collect those and rubber gloves. I love you guys. You guys, please do me a favor. Take care of yourselves. And don't get too obsessed with the political crap that's going on, because it'll eat you up. It's nothing you can do about it, so don't worry about it. Only thing you can do about it is to voice your opinion when asked. Kindly voice your opinion when asked. And vote. Please. Please vote. Thank you. We'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.